Imagine you spot a problem in society, or you have an idea for a novel product, or you see a niche in an industry that you think you can improve on. And let's say you come up with that solution, and that solution makes it to market. And then your innovation sells, and sells well. The feeling would be incredible. And at that point, you are generating revenue. Simply put, revenue is the money that comes into your business. Innovators and entrepreneurs love the challenge and the mastery required to get an idea into market. And they love the sense of purpose and satisfaction they feel when their product gets traction. Steve Jobs once said in an interview, "I was worth $1 million when I was 23, 10 million when I was 24, and over $100 million when I was 25. And it wasn't that important. The most important thing was the company, the people, and the products we were making, and what people were going to be able to do with our products." Jobs was being honest. Revenue and profits can be a measure of your idea's success. However, a nonprofit organization will look to the accomplishment of its mission to measure success. So don't think I'm diminishing the importance of money. After all, any enterprise that doesn't generate enough revenue to exceed its costs and expenses will eventually fail. No matter what, all businesses and organizations need to become and maintain their financial viability if they are to survive. There are multiple ways to generate revenue. Let's look at some of the more traditional ways. Markup. You're familiar with this. If you've ever been in a retail store, you're buying the products off the shelf for a higher price than the store paid. Think Target, Walmart, Whole Foods. Pay per use. A good example would be your electric bill or water bill. A customer's use of the product is metered and billed accordingly. Also, think rental cars or parking lots. Subscriptions. The customer pays a set monthly fee for access to a service, use, or facility. Think news sites, Hulu, or Amazon Prime. Licensing. If an innovator is able to secure a patent for their idea, or if a business develops a piece of intellectual property, like a video or a book, they may be able to collect a license fee when somebody wants to use it. Commission. If a business facilitates a transaction between two people, a percentage of the sale can be extracted. Think eBay, Square, Visa, and Uber. These are all tried and true ways of generating revenue and bringing money into a business. However, younger people are probably familiar with some of the following revenue models used by internet companies. Advertising. Like newspapers and TV stations, websites now make revenue for each time a person sees an advertisement. They will get additional money for a click-through, which means that the user actually visited the other website. Freemium. If you ever got access to a website that gives you basic services for free, you are in the freemium model. The hope is that you subscribe to that service, and then they hope you will upgrade to a premium service. Think Spotify, Dropbox, and Adobe Creative Suite. Tiered pricing. This is also common on the internet. You can get basic services at an entry level, but then different options are available for additional fees. This is different than a freemium because nothing is free at the start of the relationship. Think web hosting companies, TurboTax, and MailChimp. From our previous videos, you probably recall our entrepreneurs. They've each got products and services that sprang from their own ideas and hard work. Now, they're going to have to decide on which revenue model will work for them. Plus, they're going to need to decide on what their potential customers are willing and able to pay. Jorge works for an NFL franchise which has decided that it will patent the technology suite and the process that Jorge developed to make entry into stadiums
faster, safer, and more orderly. He asked people he knew from across the country what their sports team or stadium would be willing to pay for the added convenience for their fans.
Jorge knows that this will reduce staffing needs for each of these teams. Plus, from experience with his own franchise, he knows that fans love the added benefit of not waiting in line. Patricia's business eventually decided to partner with an insurance company which is keen to reduce lawsuits at regional hospitals. Her technology and artificial intelligence capability proved to be very valuable to the hospitals, as an overall incidence of malpractice lawsuits are reduced by 35%. Patients are winning, and so are the doctors and the hospitals. This is a real example of how a young person's creativity and innovation solved a real-world problem, and people can benefit all over the world. Everybody loves Billy's Pizza. He's called his little restaurant Mia Polpetta, a cute little nickname he's given his new daughter. When he first opened, he decided on a premium price for his pizza. The ingredients he uses are top of the line, and customers have the perception that his pizza is clearly superior, so the price should reflect that. Billy is amazed that he can sell a pizza for $17 to $24 for about $1 worth of ingredients. Better yet, people wait in line for almost 2 hours on busy nights. He offers discounts on Mondays. Plus, his carry-out business is a surprise. He added a side entrance to keep the two crowds separate. And because of his success, Billy hopes to pay off his startup debt within 18 months. Brendan has a winning product. He has a few different ways to bring in revenue. First, he sells his product online from his website. These sales are great because he keeps 100% of the sale. He sells online through other retailers, but he also has to give them a portion of those sales. Brendan is part of a markup business. He pays a manufacturer overseas to make and package his product. He pays for the shipping and storage here in the US. Considering the volume, he can get them here for $2 to $4 a piece. So as he goes from factory to wholesaler to the retailer, the price more than doubles and then doubles again. Our first 4 innovators measure their success in revenue and profit. But what about Sophia and Kamal? Their customers and beneficiaries do not pay for the books or their health screenings. So how on earth do they generate revenue or achieve success? How do they pay any of their bills? Businesses always have lots of bills to pay, just like your household. Nonprofits need revenue also. Typically, because they are charities, the government will not charge them any tax on that revenue. Many nonprofits principally rely on charitable donations from individuals and corporate donors. Many charitable organizations also rely on grants from governments and large foundations as a source of revenue. To get grants, Sophia and Kamal hire grant writers. They can prepare and steer the paperwork through the process and red tape of government. As they get up and running, they track their success stories for use in future grant applications. They want to be able to prove that their ideas are having the desired positive impact on society. I'm happy to report that each of our innovators and entrepreneurs are very happy with the success of their ideas. Revenues are increasing for Jorge, Patricia, Billy, and Brendan's innovation. Their customers are pleased and plan to work with them all in the future. Kamal and Sophia are beginning to see the benefit and value the innovations that they created are taking hold and making a difference. So, while innovators often benefit financially from their ideas, they're truly motivated by seeing the value that they bring to other people. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.